So what does this mean for our Brexit talks? Our correspondent Bryony Williams is standing by for us in Westminster. Bryony, I think the worry that MPs have is that what happens if the UK crashes out of the EU without any deal? Will they have a say in the end?
Well, effectively, what this means is that the UK could walk away from the European Union with no deal. Yesterday, like you said, was all about power. When it comes to those final Brexit negotiations, where does the power lie? Is it in Parliament or is it with governments? And that small majority of 16 meant Theresa May could claw back some of that negotiating power. So she'll be waking up this morning feeling quite cheered and quite relieved that when it comes to the EU negotiations, she can walk away if she doesn't want to sign on the dotted line. But of course, this just shows how contentious these bills are. We've still got bills on trade and immigration to come. And with that small majority of 16, she might be smiling this morning. But it could be that those rebels can rear their head again when this all comes back into the House of Commons. We've still got a long way to go.
Indeed, as you say, it's all about power. So this, she might be happy now, but once she goes to Brussels, is her hand actually strengthened or is it weakened?
Well, of course, yes, she'll be at the EU summit next week, and this has strengthened her hand because it means that she can effectively walk away with no deal. So, yes, we could crash out. But, you know, the EU summit was seen as a bit of a deadline in many people's eyes, that we should have been a lot further down the line than we are at the moment. We should have had more negotiations on what happens, whether we stay in the customs union or not, what happens in Ireland with the border there. So she'll be going in and the EU negotiators will be asking for answers that Theresa May simply doesn't have. She's been firefighting from both sides and time is really running out for her.
And just a quick point on what the Home Office will announce on that status of EU citizens in the UK. Do we know any more details about that?
Well, this, of course, is because of the thousands of EU citizens that are living in the UK at the moment. There is expected to be this kind of 2-year kind of negotiating and keeping everything as a status quo at the moment. But again, it's still, you never really know until everything is signed, sealed and delivered.
Indeed, a lot to watch out for. Thank you for that, Bryony Williams in Westminster.